Hello and welcome to Inspiring Perth Academy. I'm Louis,
And I'm Tom.
and over the course of February, we'll be bringing you 4 interviews with 4 different people from across different industries in Scotland, with the aim of showing you that there are loads of different options after you leave school.
We hope that you'll be able to learn something from our inspiring guests and that this may help you with future pathways through Perth Academy and beyond. Joining us today in our first interview of Inspiring Perth Academy is the lead singer of the upcoming Perth-based band Parliamo and is no other than Jack Dailly.
Jack, lovely to have you on.
Thank you very much for having me on, guys.
So Jack, can you just tell us a bit about Parliamo?
Well, we started as a band about 5 years ago now, myself and Finn Morrison, who went to Perth Academy. So we started just the two of us writing tunes, just as a laugh in my room, and then got the other troops involved and then started playing gigs, and it just kind of came from there and it became something that we loved doing.
And did school sort of have an effect on that? Like, how did you what age did you start and how did that sort of work in with your aspirations at that point?
Well, we didn't go to the same school, so I suppose it didn't really have as much of an impact. But saying that, we did rehearse initially in our school. We used the music rooms there after hours, so that's the role that our school had.
How did you get into music?
Got into music, actually, yeah, there would be the role that school had. Did a school show, and through that ended up in another band. And
That
then,
back in Indigo Sunday days.
that's the one, mate, that's the one.
Remember it well.
Yeah. So I met those boys through doing school shows, and then from there decided to get into a band and then got into Parliamo.
And what are your sort of aspirations? What's the dreams?
To have people listen and enjoy our songs, just to have enough of a platform to be able to get our songs out there to as many people as possible, and for them to just, enjoy it.
What platforms are you on at the minute?
We're on all online platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube, all of those.
Just to sort of, I guess, go away from the music a little bit. I mean, where are you at the moment? I'd maybe like to talk a little bit about uni and about sort of the other side.
So I'm currently at home, but I'll be moving back to Glasgow shortly. I go to Glasgow Uni and I do English there, which I really enjoy. So that's the sort of the business side of things.
Right. And
you find that the two sort of things overlap in any way between the English and the music?
Probably, yeah. In terms of like lyrics and that, English would certainly help in that department.
Thinking about that, being at uni, how do you find balancing your studies with being in a band, being in Parliamo? Is it difficult?
It can sometimes be a bit challenging to make sure that you've got time for everything. But this year, obviously, I've got all the time in the world. So it's easier to manage my time this year.
And have you been writing more in lockdown?
Well, yeah, we've been writing loads because obviously the whole gig side of it's gone.
Yeah.
So we don't need to worry about getting the live set up to scratch or anything. We've just been writing loads and loads, and stuff that we're really happy with. And we might not have written had it not been for lockdown. So silver linings.
Have you got any projects coming up? Because I know definitely Louis, he's got your vinyl.
I do. I have my vinyl.
Great. I love to hear it. We've got we're going to have an EP coming out in the coming months. We're not exactly sure when or how many tracks will be on it, but there'll be new music certainly in the first half of this year, if not the second.
I mean, in terms of the progression of the band over the last few years, you've been getting bigger and bigger, and I believe you were meant to be playing South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Back in 2020. So how did that sort of the knockback of that did that affect at all? Or
we were obviously gutted because it was only, I think, 2 weeks before we were meant to go that it got cancelled.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we were also going the week before to play a festival in New York, which still went ahead. So we still had the opportunity to go over to the States and play. But yeah, we were so excited about South by Southwest, and obviously we were really gutted about it. But we can't really just get down about it. We thought, well, we think we'll go back one day. So we just had to sort of knuckle down and write some stuff and just keep going. Don't let it halt things, you know.
And how was that experience being in New York?
It was amazing. Yeah, totally. Like it was proper dream come true stuff to have started just writing tunes, me and Finn in the room, and then we're over in America playing there. Yeah, it was unreal. Unfortunately, I had to come home early because that was March last year, and things got really serious. So we did have to come home. So it was kind of like going from there to there, but just the experience of itself was incredible, and we can't wait to go back.
What message would you give to the pupils of Perth Academy in these tough times at the minute?
Keep at it, keep going. But it's okay to feel. Sometimes it's okay to feel defeated, and that there's nothing wrong with that in these times. But I would just say, whatever you're doing and whatever you care about and are passionate about, keep going with it, because things are going to get better, and you'll be glad that you've stuck in with it.
Right, we'll move on to some quick fire questions.
First one, we're just wondering what your top 3 musical influences are.
Oh, right, okay. One of them that we always say is the Fratellis, just because they're Scottish and they've got that sort of light-hearted, bouncy feel to them. And we've always taken inspirations from that since the start. Another one I would say is Talking Heads. And then for the third one, we'll go with the Beta Band, who are another Scottish band that have like a sound that's just really interesting. And the newer stuff that we're doing is kind of slightly influenced by them.
Like that, I haven't heard of them. I'll need to give them a listen. Give
them a listen, yeah, the Beta Band. They've got a song called Dry the Rain, which is really, really good.
Fantastic. If you could collaborate with any artist in the world, who would it be and why?
It would have to be Mark Ronson, because it's just, his production and stuff is it's just great, and I think it would just be a really fun experience. He likes using lots of brass and stuff, so it would be fun to do things with like a brass band or something like that.
What is your favourite album of all time?
What's my favourite album of all time? I should have thought about this prior to coming on.
No, don't worry about it.
My favourite album of all time. I'm going to go with Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel.
Is there, I mean, I guess Beta Band may be it, but is there one artist or band who more people should have heard of?
Yeah, I'll go with the Beta Band. Yeah. They're like a Scottish group that not that many people know of, but they've got some really interesting music.
If you could tour anywhere else in the world, where would it be?
Japan, because everybody says that Japan is just nuts. Like, it's just so much fun in that, and I've always wanted to go. So yeah, Japan.
Our final question, Jack, the biggest one of all. St Johnstone Hibs tomorrow. Who's winning? What's the score?
St Johnstone, easy. 2-0. Kano double.
Fantastic. That's exactly what I like to hear. Thank you so much, Jack, for being on. It's been an absolute
Thank you very
pleasure.
much. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
And next week, we will be back with another guest. So keep on Twitter, follow us at Academy SPLT on Twitter and at Perth Academy SPLT on Instagram. You can find Parliamo's music on all popular streaming services. UEP coming out soon, keep an eye out for that. And we will see you next time.